Hey guys, how is everybody doing? It is crazy out there. For primer, I'm going to use the Glam Glow Super Mattify Clarifying Primer. You guys have seen me use this a lot. I like it. So I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm going to put it in my T-zone because that's where I get the oiliest and my pores are the biggest. So it is pretty crazy out there. People are fighting in markets. I hope you guys got everything you need. Everybody just stop fighting. But I just got this new J.cat Beauty. They just came out with a foundation. I wish I had the card that they sent with it. And I just have two colors right here. So I hope one of these colors are my color. I don't know like if this is good for oily skin, dry skin, what. But it says Skin Assurance Max Coverage Silky Foundation. It is a super affordable foundation. That's why I want to try it for you guys. I have the color Buff and Soft Taupe. I think I'm going to try Buff. It says max coverage, so I'm hoping this is full coverage because you guys knew I like full coverage foundation. No, actually, I'm going to use Soft Taupe. Doesn't look like it covers very good, so let's see. Using a Real Techniques, I don't know, it's like a buffing brush or something. Yeah, buffing brush. Oh, it looks a little light. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this everywhere. That color works, but I don't think it's like, I would say it's more of a medium coverage. I'm having to put a lot of layers to get the coverage I want. But it does feel really nice. I do really like their concealer and it's affordable, but they don't have a lot of color options. I am looking a little rough today because I am exhausted. So for concealer, I am going to put Tarte's Shape Tape concealer on, and I'm just going to put it in all the same areas under my eyes as usual. A little bit on my nose and then on the center of my forehead. I don't really put any on my chin anymore because my chin started breaking out really bad, so I stopped doing that. I'm going to take this Tarte, it doesn't have a name, this Tarte double-ended brush. I really, really like it. I will link it in the description box. Again, it doesn't have a name. I think it's, I don't even know what it's, I know I've linked it before, but I can't remember the name. But one side of it is a little bit angled, and the other side is like a regular powder brush, so you can use it for powder. I use the angled brush to blend out my concealer. I don't always use the other side for powder though. It also works good for cream contour, the other side. Yeah, I'm just going to set under my eyes and maybe my smile lines, and I'm going to take this Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I'm going to switch to a sponge and do it with that. So I'm not really baking, I just take like a generous amount and then press it into the skin until it kind of absorbs it. My under eyes are a little bit too dry to be baking. Then whatever's left on my sponge, I'm just going to take it into my smile lines. And then just as an added step, I'm going to take this Makeup Forever, not this one because it's too dark. I'm going to take this Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. Really like this one. This is the lightest color that they have. And I'm going to take a little bit with this Sigma Baked Precision P89 brush, just with any brush. I'm going to take a little bit of that and just put it under my eyes. This stuff makes your skin so soft and smooth. It's crazy. If you guys haven't tried this, I definitely recommend it. I think I'm going to stop and do my eyes, and then I'll come back and finish my face after my eyes. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Urban Decay's Primer Potion, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid, and that's going to help prevent any creasing, so I'm just going to blend that out all over. The palette that I'm going to use today is a Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. I'm going to take this color Doll Face right here, which is like a matte, bright pink color, and I'm going to use a Sigma blending brush and blend that just in the outer crease. I'm kind of blending it towards the outer end and just kind of working the color there the most, and then whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to work into the inner, towards the inner corner crease, if that makes sense. I'm kind of going for a half cut crease, so I kind of just want to concentrate that color towards the outer corner of my eye because I'm not going, the cut crease isn't going to go full into the inner corner like I would normally do on my eyelid. Just going to kind of cut it halfway. And I'm going to take this lighter burgundy color, matte burgundy color, and I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and I'm going to basically do the exact same thing but a little bit further into my crease. So I'm kind of taking it into my crease and then going upward with it as opposed to like taking it all the way into my inner corner. I'm not doing that. I'm kind of just blending it and keeping it towards the outer corner and going up towards my eyebrow. And then I'm going to take some concealer and cut that crease, and I had my daughter wash my brushes, and this is the reason why I'm using this flat angled brush, because the one that I normally use, I remember her saying that she liked it and she wanted to keep it while she was washing it, and now I can't find it. So I think she may have it. So I'm kind of cutting the crease, but again, I'm just going at an upward angle in a half cut crease and going upward. I'm not taking it to all the way into my inner corner. And then I'm going to go back into that palette with this, I guess, soft baby pink color, and I'm going to take that and run that and put that all over my lid where I cut that crease. So basically all over my eyelid. And then I just applied a basic wing, but what I did, I started out with Tarte's Burgundy eyeliner, but it turned out, well, number one, it was a little bit too purple for me, but I was going to use it anyways, except it started getting really dry on me, so I couldn't, it was giving me a lot of trouble, so I just, and especially with the second eye, it just got too dry, so I didn't end up leaving it like that. I took a ColourPop gel liner in Charmer, and I just went over it with that, and it's a little bit more of a burgundy color. So for the lower lash line, I just put a little bit of, I just blended a little bit of that crease color that I applied in the beginning, and then closest to the lash line, I added a little bit of a dark brown color, and then in my waterline, I added that brown gel liner from ColourPop. And again, everything will be listed and linked in the description box below. Okay, I forgot to show you on the inner corner, I just took a little bit of this color Moon Dust right here. It's like this shimmery gold color. Well, not gold, champagne color. It's like a light gold. I just took a little bit of that and I put it in the inner corner, and I don't know what lashes these are, but I'm almost positive that they go on the opposite eye. They're on the wrong eye. That's just great. For bronzer, I'm going to take my favorite cheek palette, Benefit Cheek Leaders Bronze Squad palette, and I'm going to use a little bit of Hoola bronzer. Just apply it to my cheeks. I don't really like, I'm not really like contouring. I just kind of like want to warm up my face and my forehead. I'm also going to contour my nose a little bit with that same color. So then I'm going to take a little bit of Milani setting powder like I always do, and I'm going to clean up a little bit under my cheeks. I'm just going to take a little bit of powder on my sponge and kind of clean up underneath. What happened? I like the banana one because you can see it's not like a, for me, it's not like such a bright powder. It doesn't give me any white cast or anything. So I'm just going to do that, and then I also put a little bit on my nose, and I don't know what's up with this sponge. It's not working right. Oh my god, this sponge is not working. What's happening here? It's just like sticking to, I don't know what's wrong with the sponge. It's just like sticking to the sponge and it's not coming off. So nose, I'm just going to let that sit for a little bit while I do my blush. And I'm going to take Laura Mercier color, what the heck? Blush Color Infusion in Chai You know, I really wish it had like description of the color on there because I'm not very good at that. It's kind of like a matte, like muted rosy pink, I guess. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I'm gonna use that. This is what it looks like. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. I kept going like this and it wasn't coming off on my brush. So I'm like, what is happening here? And there was the plastic still on it. So dumb. Oh, that's a good like everyday color. Oh, that's pretty. I'm kind of just putting it on the apples of my cheeks and then I work it upward. As usual, I haven't really been wanting a lot of highlight, but I think I am just gonna, I'll use the color Cookie from the same Benefit palette. So I'm just gonna add a little bit because that color Cookie is pretty pigmented, so I'm adding a little bit to my cheekbones, but really not a lot at all. And then I am gonna add it to the tip of my nose though. Then I'm gonna wipe off that stuff before I forget, that powder. And when I wipe it off, I kind of mix it, I know I say this a lot, but I kind of mix it in with the rest of my face, so it just makes everything blend a little bit more nicely. Last few videos I haven't done it, I haven't did it intentionally, but it's been coming off like kind of like a whole brown theme, a whole blue theme, a whole purple theme. So I'm gonna kind of keep this going with this whole like burgundy theme. Kind of like a light burgundy color. It's the color Playful from what is it? Girlactik Beauty? Yeah, I would call it like a light burgundy. Soft burgundy, perhaps. As always, everything will be listed in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Also, if you guys have any show recommendations on Netflix, because I'm almost done with the second Narcos one. I think it's, I forgot what it's called. I forgot what that one's called. I don't know, it's the second one. I'm almost done with that and I don't know what to watch after that.